You're watching Good Morning Carolinas with Jason Glassfold, Crystal Costa, meteorologist Darren Stack, and Amanda Kenseth.
And a good Tuesday morning to you. It is July 23rd. Thanks for waking up with us. Well, car wrecks are the #1 killer for kids between the ages of 1 and 12 in the U.S.
That is shocking. And experts with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration say the best way you can keep your kids protected is by making sure your car seat is properly installed. WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kenseth is live in Conway with some car seat safety tips. Hey, Amanda.
That's right. I mean, the car seats are a big deal. You know, you put your child, which is your everything, into a car seat. You want to keep them safe.
That's right. That's right. And we see a lot of different things, a lot of simple mistakes that could, of course, have big consequences in a crash. So we'll look and see what you got.
Absolutely. All right, let's check out my car seat now. I want a disclaimer on this. I didn't install it, my husband did, so if there's anything wrong with it. No, but let's take a look. All right. So what do you look for when you're checking the car seat?
Well, the first thing is we want to make sure that the child seat goes with the correct child. With your child's age, this is correct. The seat is facing forward, because if they're under a year and 20 pounds, it does need to be facing to the rear. So we're doing good on that. The first thing we want to make sure that it's tight. So you move it back and forth. Don't be shy with it. You're not going to hurt these car seats. They're built a lot tougher than we can be on them. Make sure it doesn't move any more than an inch either way. So everything looks good there. So far, so good. Now there's two types of restraints we can use here, a seat belt or what we call a latch. Some of the cars actually have hooks in them that go in there. I notice you're using the seat belt on your car, which is fine. You can use either one. The only thing with the latch system, there's a 40-pound restriction on that. So you're using the seat belt. All that looks good. And the second thing we look for is make sure it's going through the correct part of the car seat. For forward-facing, it has a hole for that. For rear-facing, it's got a separate place for a seat belt. So you just want to make sure you look at the car seat, look at where the seat belts are supposed to go for if you're facing forward or rear, and then put them through that area. So far, so good. Yeah,
and you guys do these safety checks throughout the year, various locations and various times. So that's really great for the public. Anybody can stop by. And so since I did not install this, I'm actually going to unhook it and reinstall it this morning. So guys, here in the next hour or two, we'll see if I can actually properly install a car seat. Guys.
It is more difficult than it sounds, because I have put in car seats a lot with 3 kids, and it can be challenging to figure it out.
Sure, and she's right. It's your little baby's life in the seat, so it's very important. With all the different types of kids' car seats available in stores, some parents aren't sure exactly which one is right for their kids or even how to properly install them in their cars.
Yeah, that could be me. It's important that they are put in correctly, not only for your child's safety, but also to establish the need to buckle up every time they get in the vehicle. WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kenseth is live in Conway with some tips. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning. That's right. All safety seats are different depending on weight and how old the kids are.
Absolutely.
This particular one right here, what is this for?
Well, this is actually convertible, so it'll go rear-facing or forward-facing. Okay. But since you have a 2-year-old, this will actually fit your 2-year-old, so we're going to install it forward-facing as if it was going for your child.
Okay.
So I'll let you throw that in the car.
All right. Yeah, let's put it in here, and you'll see it's got all these different funky things that she can tell us what to do. All right, so we throw this in the back seat just like that.
Absolutely. Now the center is going to be the safest place, so we're going to go to the center first. And the next thing you want to do is check your seat belt and see if it's going to be a locking seat belt, so that when you pull it all the way out, it actually locks back. So after you figured that out, the next thing you want to do is, since we are going forward facing, we're going to pick the right belt path, which is going to be the back of the seat. So we're just going to shove that through here, and we are going to pull it out the other side. And then what we are going to do is actually make sure that we put it into the proper part, which is the center one. So once you do that, the next thing you can do is pull this seatbelt all the way out. Make sure you engage that lock. You're going to push down as much as you can. And again, like Sunny said, get in there, pull it tight, and pull back on that seatbelt. Let it feed up into that lock.
So you need to push down when you pull back. Okay.
Absolutely. Push down into the seat. And it's going to be where the back meets the butt of the seat. So you're going to push down with everything you have. Get in it if you need to. And you're going to pull on back so that you get it to actually lock in there.
All right.
Pull on it. Make sure it doesn't budge more than an inch. And that's a quick way and an easy way to make sure that it's tight in there.
Quick and easy and safe, which is the most important part, guys.
For sure. Most precious load you can carry.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of kids and traveling to school.
Yes, more kids under the age of 12 are killed by car wrecks in the U.S. than anything else.
The National Transportation Safety Highway Administration says the best way to protect your kid is to make sure that their car seat's installed properly. So WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kinseth has been working on that all morning in Conway. Good morning.
That's right. You know, they offer free safety seat checks every month in Florence at the Kohl's there, and every other month at the Kohl's in Myrtle Beach. I mean, it's a no-brainer to go out there. You said, what, 90% of car seats are installed?
90% in South Carolina are installed improperly, so
oh,
absolutely.
No, that's awful.
Yeah, it really is, but that's why we're here. August 27th, we're going to be down at Kohl's here in Myrtle Beach, and we'll be happy to inspect your car seat. It's from 3 to 6. Rain, unfortunately, does cancel the event. But yeah, you want me to show you other things on a rear facing?
So we showed you earlier how to install a front-facing car seat, and now we've got the rear-facing, and the difference is the seatbelt goes right here through the bottom.
Right, so you're going to make sure your belt path is correct. So it's going to be right here, and it should be marked on the seat to make sure that for rear facing. Some other things you want to make sure of is back here, you want to make sure that the seat is actually not touching your child's seat. So you want to make sure you can pass a hand through it. And then at the same time, you want to make sure that the chest clip, which is up here, you can see that it is marked, place at armpit level. Always make sure that's at armpit level, because that's what's going to hold these straps up on your child's shoulders to make sure that they are not ejected from the seat in the event of an accident.
Yeah, and those slide down pretty easily, so you pretty much always have to hike it back up there every time you put a child in.
Absolutely. They will push it down. Just make sure they always keep it up.
Yeah, it's so important because you want to keep your child safe. And like I said, you can go by, get it checked for free. And next, I'm going to try to reinstall my car seat. It was in there. It was in there okay before, but we'll see if I can do it again, guys.
And I believe those statistics. I mean, 9 out of 10 people are putting the car seats in wrong. So
who knew? And they probably have no idea that it's wrong.
Yeah.
Well, car wrecks are the #1 killer for kids between the ages of 1 and 12 in the United States.
Yeah, and experts say you have got to get your children protected by installing the car seat safely. Statistics say that 9 out of 10 people don't do it right in South Carolina. WPDE News Channel 15's Amanda Kinseth is live in Conway with some demonstrations on how to properly do it. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning. Yeah, that's wild to think about. 9 out of 10 people, 90% of people don't get it right. So that's why you guys are here. You do checks every month in Florence, every other month in Myrtle Beach at the Kohl's. And so I have reinstalled my car seat right in here for my 2-year-old son. And I have to say, I don't know, Sonny, you got to check it out.
Yeah.
I think I did a better job than my husband did in the first place. What do you think?
It's definitely tighter than it was when you got here this morning. Everything looks good. You went through the correct belt path. We've got the seat belt good and tight. We pulled it all the way out. You actually got in the car seat.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. Get in the car seat, put all your weight in, get that seat belt tight, and then when you come out, the seat belt or the car seat lifts back up, and that actually even tightens it better.
Yeah, and we talked about, you know, when you strap your child in, you want these up underneath the arms, right up on your chest.
That's right. You want this chest clip right at the armpit level. So that way the child doesn't come out during an impact. So you did good. Everything's ready to go. Your child is safer now than when you got here this morning.
All right. Well, I like it, and I suppose, you know, after time that stuff can loosen up a little bit. So you need to do it. And guys, since you missed it, here's the actual trick to getting your car seat in there tight, and it's just you got to sit in it and pull, and that's how you know it'll be safe for your child. And actually, I think I'm ready to go.
Very good.
Guys?
You can fit in that car seat, Amanda. I unfortunately cannot. Okay,
She's so little, but even she looks a little crazy in that.
Yeah, it doesn't look quite right, does it?